Other interesting cultural news, you have the WNBA Brittney Grinner saying that they face racism from all 18 of their fans. Well, I'm like partially yes. I'm sure there's 19 people watching the WNBA live if they have parents or guardians who are coming to tune into the game. Or you have a gentleman who loses a bet, or perhaps he's just indebted to a friend who wants to torture him, and the bet is you have to go see a WNBA game, which I need to double check the research. I think that's against the Geneva Convention, but I need to double check. Now, this was reposted thanks to Matt Walsh, hashtag Sweet Baby Gang, and this was originally from looks like Matt says, quote, "No one is screaming racial slurs at WNBA game. You have to have your brain damaged to believe this nonsense." And oh shoot, I forgot to do a visual warning. I know the youth like that these days, but on the screen right now there's a picture and will be subsequently a video of Brittney Griner. So I do apologize. It is quite horrifying, and yeah, the voice is more baritone than I can't even think of a parody. It's so comically low. But let's hear what Brittney Griner has to say. The famous druggie from Russia. Well, yeah, probably I think she's best known for being the worst trade in history. The United States for Biden and Harris, they decided to trade literally the Lord of War, Victor Bout. They traded that Russian arms dealer for Brittney Griner because she was mentally vacuous. She went to Russia with illegal drugs, did drugs, and apparently had the drugs on her when she was playing basketball over there, and she's subsequently arrested for breaking Russian law. So apparently getting high was more important than sitting out of jail for her. She also has a whole long track record of not standing for the American flag. She kneels and basically just talks smack about our country all before she's arrested in Russia. And then we traded Victor Bout for her. Yeah, that as Trump would say, that's the opposite of the art of the deal. And then the U.S. decided she's more important than a U.S. Marine who's still trapped in Russia. Priorities in the United States these days. But without too much further ado, let's go here. Let's hear what Brittney Griner has to say.
So we're close. We're real close. I know I feel my body feels better. Feel better about the game, but it's not that 2021. No.
How do you feel about what has happened over the past year with the W since you first came in to where it is now? And obviously the game has grown and there's new fans, but how do you appreciate the new fans without all the noise that's come
with them? I appreciate the new fans that sit there and yell racial slurs at myself, my teammates, and the people that I play against. Because yeah, those might be opponents, but those are friends too. They don't deserve that. So I don't appreciate the new fans. I think it's okay to do that. But I do appreciate the new fans that respect the game, that are here to grow our league. Bringing people that may have not ever watched the to a WNBA game, so we can grow more fans. I do appreciate them. I appreciate the players that came in, and that are coming in with the spark that they have playing at the level that they're playing at. We need more players coming in ready to put on a show and ready to give a good product, so we can keep growing each year. I'm happy about where the game is now versus when I came into the league.
I thought she was making a joke because they lost about, what was it, $200 million last year? Yeah, it's one of the worst investments in history from the NBA. Now, Matt said, again, he responded, say, quote, "No one is screaming racial slurs at a WNBA game. You have to be brain damaged to believe this nonsense," which, yeah, I mean, you know how we know it isn't happening? Because if it happened, it would be played nonstop, 24/7 for months on every mainstream news network. Because again, that's what they value. That's all they focus about is race these days. I mean, they never stop talking about it. I mean, it would be years before they shut up if this is actually happening. And also, I don't know. I mean, of the 18 a-holes who are racist in the United States who are still left, are they going out of their way to go to a WNBA game? I mean, perhaps, conceivably, we could stop crime in the United States if the punishment for crime was you no longer had to go to prison, or there was no death penalty. Instead, you had to go to a WNBA game. I'm not saying I just solved the crime issue in the United States, but I mean, if that was the punishment, I mean, I'm not saying world peace would happen overnight, but again, it might be considered cruel and unusual punishment. It'd probably be challenged all the way up to the Supreme Court. I'm honestly not sure how they would rule these days in terms of that type of punishment handed out. That'd be a tough penalty though. Now going to the top comments again, I got 1.4 million views and 34,000 likes. The first comments comes from AKA saying, "quote Oh, give me a break. It's 95% black people known as throwing racial slurs." I got 753 likes. You have Heath Ranger saying fake victimhood, the currency of woke, getting 446 likes. We do have a contrarian statement brewing to the surface. Someone by the name of, I was going to say Brandy. Nope, it's Bricky. He has a trans flag in his profile. So, got here. Person's the founder of Transviti, transgender advocate, USAF veteran, author of Fit Bodies, passionate about empowering the community or trans community. Yeah, so he said, "Do it. Appreciate this individual's service to our country." And this person says, "quote How many WNBA games have you personally attended, Matt?" I got 27 likes. I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna read one of the top responses to this individual because I'm a little biased. I think he's handsome and brilliant. He's me. Hashtag the topping show on next Twitter. And I say, "quote He had to attend a game as punishment for losing a bet, which is the most common reason men attend who are not family of the players." Got 5 likes. We also have Juan13 saying no one ever goes to WNBA games. Give 51 likes. Pentinent Theft says, "quote 100% the idea that white people would sit there and throw and hurl racial slurs is absurd. How has this never been an issue in 20 million and other massing sporting events over the past 50 years? Only WNBA. This is stupid," getting 142 likes. The right answer says, "Almost every bias incident in the past 5 years has turned out to be a giant hoax. This is no different," getting 572 likes, which, again, of all the 18 people who go to a WNBA game, presumably majority of them do have smartphones, and I'm pretty sure they do televise, to broadcast them to the insane asylums, but they do broadcast the WNBA games. So, I mean, if this was happening, I mean, the odds that it would be caught on tape, or more accurately on SSDs and smartphones, it's not 100%, but it'd be damn near 100%. Now, you also have Mark saying, shockingly enough, the white nationalist, is it neo-Nazi part of the world typically doesn't attend. Ooh, a contrarian statement? Interesting, folks. Let me reset this. Mark says, "quote Shockingly enough, the white nationalist neo-Nazi of the world typically doesn't attend WNBA games. In fact, from what I can tell, nobody at all attends WNBA games except for friends and family of players," getting 266 likes. Not sure why they think Matt is a Nazi. I'm not sure. I don't think Matt's famously known for wearing flannel. I don't think he wears a Hugo Boss. This is fun from the 40s. Now, Cash Loren says, "quote Permanent victimhood has been ingrained in their identity," getting 15 likes. Let's see. Adam Johnson says, "Everyone knows the WNBA fans are notoriously hard-drinking and outwardly racist. English football hooligans are choir boys compared to the WNBA fans," getting 324 likes, which, yes. Well, Turtle says she belongs in a Russian prison, getting 608 likes. Romanti says, "quote This dude lives on a different planet than the rest of us," getting 257 likes. Alpha Bravo says, "I can't look at this disgusting human being. It hates our country. Then get the F out," getting 19 likes. Let's see, trying to see if there's any more contrary statements. Not seeing any. Joe Someone Important says, "Yeah, the KKK routinely pays for WNBA tickets to go racial slurs at Brittney Grinner." Yeah. Mentally, of course they wouldn't. Getting 97 likes. Let's see. Try to see. Mr. Bob says, "She, he, them is the Megan Rapinoe of Colin Kaepernick," getting 29 likes. Pretty sure the Sweet Baby Gang showed up in spades because an overwhelming majority of these comments are all supporting Matt. Wait, which again, I mean, I don't see it. Yeah, I can't imagine someone yelling slurs at Brittney Griner. I could see someone maybe yelling like you're unpatriotic or un-American because how much she historically has hated and insulted our country. But I don't see them paying to go to a WNBA game. And I mean, let me know in the comments. Do you think what are the Las Vegas odds on these incidents actually happening? And I mean, would you place money on that bet? Again, not financial advice, and truth be told, I'm not really big into gambling. But yeah, I can't but think, yeah, I definitely wouldn't. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.